so we are gonna try this again. Population high, it might be the population of people in the game. Like I said, this isn't, this game has high textures, so it won't run that well on I'm also working on two outlets. That are somewhat defective. Alright, we'll get back. We're just gonna play, yeah, it seems to be running fine now. Let me see if this resets itself. Yeah, so it resets itself every time for some reason. So that's obviously their flood. Alright. It seems to be running fine, I guess. I don't know, I can't say because maybe the population's high or something. On a console, the population will be high, but it'll run the same because the textures of the game are low or something like that. Alright, we'll just see what match we land into. I also noticed something very unusual here. is they're not saving my tier. So all these have been continuously saved, but mind you, this is one computer running on, this is one account running on two computers. So two computers, and it's not saving my favorites list. Strange. And it's resetting the option settings, but maybe it always does that, I'm not sure. Oh boy. You don't trust the outlet. Move the power cord to the other outlet. It does work fine, but if you're using two devices on the outlet, it bumps up. Like you can't draw enough power or something. Alright, as you can see with low draw distance and stuff, it kind of doesn't run that badly. Like the frame rate is decent. But this, it also matters on how many people are in the lobby, I think.
Reading a lot of Black Lantern energy, it's like our spectral friend brought us to the right place.
Because your spectral friend is awesome.
Sinestro and Larfleeze could be in big trouble. It's up to us to get them out of here. Let's go.
she was speaking to someone about Burger Kings in the area, and the person claims that there was a Burger King. I'll just say her name because there could be a lot of them Candace's. Candace claims there was a Burger King that moved for like a few months or a few years in Northern Virginia, and it relocated, then it located back. So here's what's interesting about that is AI kind of suggests that, but I can't find any evidence. I don't think she's telling the truth. I forget what Burger King she said, what she was talking about. There's one that they renovated near Popeyes. One went out in Reston Town, and Reston, that one went out in Reston, Hunters Woods, Reston. Very interesting conversation because I believed her, but there is no Burger King that relocated. She's saying that Burger King relocated, started somewhere, and they didn't like it, and then they relocated. But I'm not sure if she's talking about historically speaking, but maybe she did some research on it or something. If a Burger King relocated, it could have happened 30 years ago or something like that. Maybe she knows about that. That's a problem. It definitely didn't happen recently. So she's saying that a Burger King failed. It started at a location, it failed. It didn't like the location, so it relocated. That's what she was saying. In Eldon Street. I'm pretty sure she was talking about the Eldon Street Burger King. Before it became Burger King, 30 years ago. So, like how would you know that? There ain't no Burger King that Burger King shut down at Hunters Woods Plaza and on Eldon Street. That's true. And one was renovated in Fairfax. That's also true. Fairfax Boulevard. Next to the Popeyes.
We'll be holding onto your lantern until you help us.
And there's one that shut down in Centerville Road. The, no. Centerville, not Centerville Road, Centerville, literally in Centerville. In front of a hotel. So, I don't know. That's 3 Burger Kings that I can think of that shut down in Northern Virginia. So, that's a good question. There was no relocation of a Burger King. It did relocate somewhere in Sark or somewhere. I want to say it was like 30 years ago. 30, 40 years ago, when that changed, it changed in the long for a long time.
Time to escape this wretched.
Oh, maybe she doesn't know now or something. I definitely don't know anything about the history of Burger Kings. But she did say that she lived in Northern Virginia. She moved here and was only here for 15 years. I was in Northern Virginia all my life, so I'm confused. In April, we're releasing Spider-Man Superman 25th anniversary crossover. I do have the original comic book, so I will be going to buy that possibly at your Big Planet Comics in Vienna. And Google did transfer their Street View to, you don't have to go to Google Maps for Street View, you can now just use an Android device. So you can see cool things like in 2014 I saw the you can see cool things about your house, like your house and whoever's been living in your house in the last 20 years or something. Or you could see things like EG Comics went out of business in 2014. Well, I knew they went out of business, I just didn't know what year. Or they shut down or something. So you see things like that about your favorite store or something. And you can see if there was a Burger King that relocated, like, there was no Burger King that relocated. Unless you're talking about 30 or 40 years ago, because all these locations are ancient. The closure actually came around a few years ago. They had a problem with their chain or something. Florida seems to, like, I've been to Florida and the Floridians love Burger King, and you can street view their Burger Kings and it's been there for a long time. I always use historical imagery on Google Maps, Google Earth, but you can actually do historical street view imagery now on Android via Google Earth. It doesn't have to be maps like Google Maps.
Until next time, fool.
Damn it! She got away. Again. If we rescued her, we'd have escaped on our own.
Alright, well, he's shutting off the live. Because it's already 23 minutes in, and I'm not going to wait that long for an upload. Alright.